also we have handheld activity about brain. There's a program, a software, who make it possible to see MRI picture.
So this is Mr. T. He is a famous left-hand writer. He is 58 years old. He had a cerebrovascular accident, and so there is no oxygen supply in all the brain, and some cerebral parts are injured. The publisher of Mr. T is wondering if he can still write and read.
Yes.
So you have to. You have to make 4 groups with different countries.
Teacher here.
cozy, many coffee shops and very nice people. You go outside and everyone smiles. I like the sun because in Sweden we don't have so much sun.
And what about Smart Week?
Yeah, the Smart Week. The best with the Smart Week was that you had a chance to meet people from other countries and talk to them and learn some traditions and learn something about other countries. And yeah, it was very nice. And you know other people and you have new friends. Very nice. Yeah.
What are your impressions about Lithuania?
Yeah, my first impression were very good actually. I like it. I like the sun, of course. It was very good weather. I haven't in my thought that it will be like that because I was in the other countries and so I don't know. It was very beautiful. I like it. It was very, very beautiful. I like the classrooms and I like that all teachers could speak English and all students could also speak English and I like that you have all those computers and the technology. It was very cool and I met a lot of people. I have a chance to know more about your country and I have been here. It's very nice.
Well, I feel like it's a lot like home in Sweden. It looks pretty much the same. It's very nice. It's a very cozy place. All the people seem very nice. And most people could speak English, so that was pretty useful for us. So, and yeah, nature is very beautiful. The national park we were at, and they're very interesting. The little water pool with the fresh water from the ground. I think it's a very nice school, very advanced, and that you get to do a lot of practical work. It's nice to learn while doing something with your hands. Just so you get the feel of it, like how you're supposed to do it, and if it's not right, then you can maybe fix it with your hands. So it's easy to work out. And you have very nice schools and the buildings. So we were the Alytus Studija, the round building. It's like a zigzag pattern. I thought that was very nice architecture. The Smart Week was fun meeting new persons from other countries and to learn about how their country works and how their school works, like different school systems and what you did during the days, what they studied, how they studied, and the different lessons that we had, like so we know how they did do their lessons. Yeah, that's very nice.
Lithuania, it's a wonderful country and people here are very nice and kind. And yeah, it's a very nice country.
It's very interesting because the links between high school allow us to discover other cultures. Et cela nous a permis de découvrir les beautés de la Lituanie et d'apprendre à parler avec des gens de toute l'Europe, avec des gens d'Espagne, d'Angleterre ou de France comme nous. Donc ça a été très intéressant.
We spoke with other countries and Spanish, Lithuanian, Swedish and French as us, and they can make links together each other and they do lessons together and social activities too. Yes, it was so the spa, the bowling, the visit in the park was so nice, really. It's the first time I'm in Lithuania and the weather is very nice with sun and snow in the morning and sun in the afternoon. It's wonderful. And the hospitality is something very strong here in the work, but in the social activity too. And it's very nice for us. We like that. Now in high school, it's very, you have a lot of technology and it's very modern. It's very fine too. The teacher take care of us and explain us and do lesson for us. It's we appreciate, we enjoy.
And what about the Smart Week?
And the Smart Week, you do a lot of work, Rosalia, thank you. for working, for the best practice, for the meeting, but also for social activities. Yes, we enjoy them, and we enjoy to meet together another countries. Our students become friends, each other, and speak English better than me. It's a good experience, yes. Thank you.
And what was unexpected for you here?
The sun and the flowers, always so nice flower. We wonder how you do that, to have so nice flower. And the food, very good food, fresh food, fresh vegetables, so tasty soup. And yesterday, traditional food. Yeah. French people like that.
Yes, we have found SMART to be a very good opportunity for people in different countries to come together and work together around themes. Sometimes we feel that our school subjects are too separated from one another, and we need to give students the opportunity to understand that in real life and at work, you are presented to a problem and you need more than one skill, more than one discipline to solve the problem, and you need to work together with other people. So we have tried this in the project, and it seems that all schools and partners involved have liked it, so that we want to continue working together in some way, maybe through Erasmus Plus and maybe other ways as well.
cemeteries, they built a house for
Lithuania as a country is somewhere that I've never personally been before. It's not a destination I would have thought to come to if it was not for the Erasmus Plus programme. There's some similarities to my home country, to the United Kingdom, but also quite different as well. So, for example, the roads and the streets are a lot more spaced out. It doesn't seem as much people, I don't think. But it's been cold, but not as cold as on the way here, so it's good. We've had a good week, and I think it's been very good learning about a different country.
I think the country is quite beautiful with all the forests and the nature. The food's also really different here, and the temperature's really cold, and it's been nice to experience a different culture.
And what about Alytus Kolegija?
I think the university's been more developed recently with the software and the computers that they use and the technology, and it's nice to see everyone being sort of positive and happy and studious.
The university's been really interesting for me. I think it's really good to see students in a completely different part of the world doing the same subjects and the same activities as we do at home. It makes you feel there's a lot of standardisation across different education systems, which is really, really good. But also there's lots of different things. So, for example, we had a demonstration of a laser show put on by students, which we hadn't seen anything like that before, so that was something very unique and different. And also the animation workshop, which was something that I certainly hadn't come across before.
I found the lessons really engaging and practical, and it was nice to get a diverse sort of lessons from different countries to experience how they teach lessons.
The Smart Week, I really enjoyed presenting a lesson, and I think it was good that everyone got involved. They got involved with our quiz. They obviously understood what we were presenting because they got lots of correct answers, so it makes us feel like we're being useful, which is good. And especially the presentations on different schools has been interesting. It's always good to compare across different countries, and even outside of the week, in the evenings, we've been talking to lots of the other delegates from other countries about things like what age they can vote at or drive at, or what their school day's like. It's just very interesting to compare different countries. So it's been a good week.
So the country itself is really nice. I feel like this week we've been able to experience a lot of different foods, different places. There's a lot more forests than in England, so that's been really interesting to see the different kind of the different geography between the countries and the different ways of life. Although we're only 1,000 kilometres apart, it's really diverse and really different.
Yeah, I think it's nice to see the different culture differences here, and it's really beautiful. When we went to the national park, that was really lovely to go down to the lake and the rivers and that. So it's really pretty to see.
The university was really nice, really modern. The computers and technology that's being used in there is really interesting to try out and play around with. We got to use the MRI viewing technology, and that was really interesting. And there were all the facilities available to be able to deliver the lessons that each country wanted to present, so that was really good to see.
Yeah, I think it was nice when we were in the lecture theatres, and as Alfie said, saw the laser show. That was really interesting, and seeing all the schools talk about their home school and education centres was really nice to learn about as well.
For me, the Smart Week was really good because it encompassed the education side of things, so going to the school, going to the university, and presenting to other countries, but also the social programmes afterwards were really good, and we've been able to make real friendships with French students, Lithuanian students.
For me, Lithuania's been quite an exciting place. It's not a place that I would normally have come before. And the diverse nature of all the different things which go on here is beyond my expectations. I had a perceived idea of what I thought it might be, but it's gone beyond that, so it's been really an enjoyable experience for me.
I've been blown away by the people. I find the people incredibly warm and friendly and helpful. So we have an issue with language. We are trying our best, but we are not very good with our language. And it's amazing how if you gesticulate with your hands that even Lithuanians can understand the English. So it's the people for me that have really blown me away.
It's been a really great experience to get out and see somewhere completely different, very much off the beaten track for where necessarily I'd go to travel for vacation, and having the opportunity to come here has been really good. Particularly the amount of sort of forestry and greenery around. It really is a beautiful country.
The university was really good. Having two split campuses gives us an opportunity to see what you do as a whole. I think the best bit about the whole week was the students, and the students actually delivering lessons for each other, and them to be able to engage and get together to see how different education system works. Obviously your university is slightly different to the universities in the UK, but I think the students will take away a lot from this week, so thank you.
I found the Lithuanian students, very amenable. The way that they would talk to us about any questions that we had to answer, and they were driving us around the different places and stopping and actually letting us out to show us things. But also the catering, the food has been very, very good in the university. So thank you for the food as well.
Yeah, it's been really good. I think seeing the diversity of what's on offer at the college, the different courses that the students can do, and how they're prepared to talk about it. It's very much sort of a game of two halves with both campuses, but it's been great to see both and have the opportunity to visit both.
I think this week in Lithuania has been sort of obviously the closure of the 3-year project, and so it's nice to actually see the smart platform come to life. You know, from where it was way back when we first met in Spain for us, to where it is now, the site has come on massively. So this week's been really good for us in terms of to see all our hard work come to life, have the students involved in that as well, and just take it forward from here, I suppose.
Almost away from the project itself, but more about the people that have been working with the project. I know that I have made friends now that I will stay in contact with, and we will continue to work on projects regardless of Erasmus Plus, that we will stay in contact and actually do some work. And I know from my students' perspective, they have the same ability to have made friends in different countries and keep that relationship going, which is almost like a legacy, I believe, for the Erasmus project, that we can continue this communication upon personal levels now, having met and been hosted by such wonderful countries through the Smart Weeks. So, but Lithuania and the Lithuanians have really left their stamp, I think, as the final of the Smart Weeks.
Yeah, I think echoing what Tori says about the relationships that have been built by not only ourselves as professionals, but also the students that have been able to come, whether it's to go to Sweden, to come to Lithuania, to come over to Tavistock and to Denport High, being able to visit and liaise with others is fantastic. I think particularly in this day and age where for young people the world is a very small place through social media, and perhaps they might not think are actually the places and the people we see online you can go and visit. So for them to get first-hand experience has been a real positive of the Erasmus Plus programme, and for us as professionals to have a platform whereby we can share practice from around the world or around Europe, and learn a bit more about different educational systems in different countries. It certainly helps us with our development as professional teachers.
Ačiū.
Ačiū.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.